You won't plant a seed and dig it up every few minutes to see if it has grown. So why do you keep on questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience, stop overthinking, and keep watering the seed. Listen, rebels. Okay. All right. I just picked up that card. I did not know what the heck he was going to say, but I knew what the message was coming in here. And I felt that I needed a little bit of support because it's kind of some animaniac stuff going on. Okay. So we're going to listen to this one more time. And it says, you won't plant a seed and dig it up every few minutes to see if it has grown. So, why do you keep on questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience, stop overthinking, and keep watering your seed. Okay, so we have a trickster in the energy. Okay, we have a trickster who feel that they are a genius, that they are like some mad scientist type of genius, and they have an obsession over you. Okay, so this message, the supporting message, honey rebels, that's for you. Okay, that is for you. Okay, stop checking for this person. Stop checking for this person to see if, I don't know if you're checking to see if they've changed. I don't know if you're checking to see if they have come to the understanding that you have to be on the same page as you. I don't know what you're checking for in regards to this person. Okay, I don't know if you're checking to see if they fell on their face and did some damage to something. I don't know what you are checking for, but Spirit is saying whatever it is that your energy is checking for in regards to this trickster person who once again, that they are problematic to you. You know the slick things that they've said to you. You know the things that they have done to you. You know the things that they have potentially done outside of your mind frame behind your back, but yet and still came into your presence as if they, didn't take the cookie out the cookie jar. You know. So Spirit said, no, no, you planted a seed within this person's life. Leave it the fuck alone. It's no matter to you. It should be no matter to you what they do with the lesson that was taught of you. All right? It's no matter. It's none of your business if they even decide to take what they have done to you and go do this to somebody else. It is not your place to go warn that somebody else. You have to understand, if they go meet another person who is willing to be in alignment with them and deal with this shit, do understand they are in alignment to have and deal with each other, however that turns out. So you do not need to ring the alarms, okay? Unless this motherfucker needs to be locked up and buried under the jail type thing. Then in that case, yes. But then again, did you file your police report? All right. Did you take the steps that you need to take if it's that big of a situation, right? But let's look at it as if it's not that big of a situation. Let's proceed that you did not let things get that far where it needs to be, jailhouse mandated for that person. But like Spirit said, you plant the seed with you was planted, even though you may not have known that this was your reason for being brought into this person's life and that person's reason for being brought into your life. That seed has been planted. Let them nourish that motherfucker how it's going to be nourished. Even if it doesn't grow, it's none of your business. Now, in regards to the seed that is you, what did you learn from the situation? What have you learned about yourself? That seed even is not going to be planted. It's not going to grow the same day that you planted it, that it was planted. Okay, because obviously this person, whomever this trickster who feels that they're a genius, who's obsessed, yeah, the Spirit is saying this is a dual message. So you and they as both of y'all feel like y'all done tricked each other. But this person tricked you while you were in the situation with them. They planted the seeds of you while you were in the situation with them. And now that you are no longer in the situation with them, yes, now you have space to grow, but it's still going to take time for that growth to happen. Okay, because you got to get rid of all the toxic shit that's been put into your compost. Now, in regards to them, I don't know, but we're about to find out because one or both of you are in a a a, a third leg measuring contest. All right, I have the Five of Wands back here, but due to the deck that this Five of Wands is representing. It has let's call it the male genitalia back here, and it says that's written in very tiny print. It says micropenis is a medical condition defined as 7 centimeters, and in parentheses, negative 2.75 inches or less. Tiny is considered 3 inches, small is considered 4, average is considered 5, and big is considered 7. Whatever. What's under this damn card? Oh, and then you have the Six of Wands, and it says OnlyFans. So, yeah. So this person, changed. I don't know. The shit spirit be having me read. Okay, so we can definitely show this Six of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Wands is OnlyFans. OnlyFans, all right? Yeah, so they like to do shit for entertainment purposes, and they are trying to gauge and confirmation. Yeah, so they're trying to gauge followers and people to, like I said, change the roles as it fit. I can't keep on going back and forth. I don't think, but the spirit said neither should you. You should not be going back and forth with this shit. Okay, so with the OnlyFans, so with the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, and so the dick measuring contest and the OnlyFans energy here, this person, they definitely want all the attention. They want all the clout. They do everything. They do anything for clout. A whole lot of niggas need to hear this. It's some names on my hit list. They want to with like big bitch. So it's a whole bunch of it's a whole lot of that. This is a very sensory type message, okay? But can't we say yes we did karmic purge. Okay. I don't even know if that's what to say. I'm so like illiterate right now with my energy and with the words that I am seeing. Anyway, mirroring reflections. So both of y'all, your message is one thing. Their message is a whole nother. They doing anything for clout. You should not be doing anything for clout. You should not be doing nothing for clout. But yet and still, due to ambulance. So due to what your message is that you are trying to get across to people or whomever is willing to listen, Spirit said you seemingly are seeming to be doing anything for clout. You are trying to get people on your bandwagon of understanding of what this person has put you through. And I'm going to say it in a classic way. The Spirit always had me say, shut the fuck up. Just stop. Because you are defeating yourself. Karmic relationship. Release the past. Release the motherfucking past. And then it said, release the past from mirroring the reflections of expressing yourself and speaking your truth in regards to this dick measuring contest. It says battle of your head and your heart. Okay, it had me slow it down. Say slow it down. Okay, you should want to get to know you, but don't turn around. Okay, because honey, it's just something about turning around that it just seems very tempting and for you to do. If you was to turn around, you're gonna get yourself in a heap full of trouble. Okay, I want to bring this trickster energy. We got Pennywise. Remember Pennywise, he taps into childhood woundings. He taps into everything that is of your imagination. All right, and Spirit said that Pennywise is very important right now in regards to you and your message. Don't let this person trigger you. Let them flaunt whoever they gonna flaunt. Obviously, you're not creating enough distance between you and this person. Obviously, your boundaries are not keeping the bullshit out. Your boundaries are not safeguarding you. Your boundaries are not speaking to you in regards to what you need to protect yourself from you being the one being buried under that jail in that prison, federal penitentiary, and all that red listing type stuff. Okay? Mm, 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 mm. Spirits, they don't give I saw it 10-10. That means your ass supposed to be working on some other stuff. You are supposed to be working not just on you, but you are supposed to be working on your stability. And this karmic shit is this this relationship that you need to be releasing, honey. I feel like I remember back in high school, there was this girl I was dealing with. This I had a boyfriend, right? And yeah, I've had several of them in high school. But anyway, I had this boyfriend in high school, and he was big shit. And he was football team, and everybody was afraid of him. Like he was one of those guys that he not gonna hit a bitch, but he would definitely have his girl beat the bitch. And at the time, I was that girl, but I wasn't for him and his fuckery of thinking that he was gonna use me like that either. But there was this one specific fight that he that kind of needed my attention, but I decided to go to drama class and just do my art thing, right? But he came, and this was at school. He came and got me, and he was like, "Where you supposed to be at?" I already knew what that meant. I was supposed to be in the parking lot fighting, right? And crazy thing, our high school was like literally across the street from a police station, so even more crazy. But he came and got me, and I just left the stage and I just started dropping my stuff. And I'm sure I shared this story with y'all before. And I left the stage and I started dropping my stuff. And this friend of mine this female friend of mine who was in this class with me, she, for whatever reason, kept on cleaning up my stuff. Not that I asked her. She was just one of those. She sounded exactly how I sounded before I started telling this story, like all nervous. She's like, "Baby, no, pick up your earrings. No, why are you taking off your earrings? Oh my gosh, where are you going? What are you doing?" And this friend of mine she stayed trying to keep me out of trouble, or at least trying to cover up my trouble. And it was just like, nah, I'm doing this shit. But I got down there, and of course my sister, she was, chasing the chick who I was supposed to be fighting around the car. And yeah, now what, bitch? Yeah, my sister here, now what? Now fight me. But anyway, disregard that. See, resonate with that how you need to. But I feel like that friend of mine who was telling me to pick up my earrings and don't tie up my hair, and honey, just don't do it. All right, yeah, she been coming through a lot in the energy. Love that lady. Love that lady. She's doing great things too. Kind of flashy. And going back, and I say in the now, she's getting the attention that she didn't get then. She got her reasons, but she kind of, falling off the wagon a little bit. But anyway, not my business. But anyway, so yeah. So Spirit said you're having a very complex back and forth with your head and your heart. And Spirit said, do you ooh, ooh, okay. What is that, Spirit? Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes. So Spirit is saying that you're feeling things, but you're not seeing things correctly. So whomever this trickster, this person who triggers the fuck out of you, whoever they are for you, you need to remove yourself out of the sight of them. And if you cannot, because you either have children with this person, you work with this person is part of your family, Spirit said there are ways to disassociate yourself from them, but for whatever reason you have not been listening to your spiritual body as well as spirit and your ancestors trying to guide you and assist you in how to disassociate yourself from this person. You claim that you blocked them, but you ain't blocked them. You claim that you have these boundaries up, but you have not nurtured these boundaries within conversation and your actions to match and align with the fact that you are too easily being shown as fragile. As fragile. Somebody like to be bougie, honey. As fragile. You tend to be masking who is really obsessed with this. It seems like you obsessed on some, I'm ready to fuck this motherfucker up. Give me a reason. Spirit says stop that shit. Because that energy right there is fucking you up and making you look crazy. And this person is gaslighting the fuck out of you by just being cool and being calm and being perceived as collected and just chilled and relaxed. Yeah, you can gaslight somebody and not say the goddamn word. Yeah, so you are being shown to be the loud one who has the bullhorn and say, "Hey, hear ye, everybody listen to me. This motherfucker ain't shit. You need to leave him alone." And the spirit says, shut that shit up. People are not going to learn or understand why you left the situation until you let them fuck around and find out all by themselves, all on their lonesome. They do not need you to guide them to drink to the well to realize that there's no water in it and that it's even penniless. Okay, Spirit is also wanting me to tell you that dimes are now the new pennies. All right, so 10 cents is now the new 1 cent. Okay, let me sit with that for a moment. Okay, so they're bringing me to penny candy, right? So if you went to when they had penny candy is like penny stores, right? Where you can go to the store, you could buy one piece of candy for a penny. You could buy two pieces of candy for 2 pennies, right? But now with dimes being the new pennies, because if you're paying for stuff in cash now, they're not giving you the correct change because pennies, they're no longer making them, right? So dimes are now the new pennies. You're more than likely to find a dime on the ground when you're walking than you are to find the 1 cent, okay? But in order for that individual dime to mean something, you know how they say, adding in your 2 cents. Yeah, so now adding in your 2 cents, you need 20. Okay, so you gotta upgrade yourself, honey. You gotta upgrade yourself because you being the best that they ever had is not good enough anymore. They said, yeah, you were a dime to them, which means you were 1 cent to them. Upgrade yourself to 20, okay? And then upgrade yourself, count by tens and keep on jumping, all right? Keep on jumping. But yeah, Spirit says split the deck and keep, ooh, shit. Okay, so it's a little side boob here, but I think we fine. Um, shit. Okay, so, I don't know if you be getting hangry a lot, or if the food that is being made now just does not balance out well with you. But Spirit said you need to check your diet, your intake, and realize when you get angry, most often it's probably due to the absence of something that you have normalized. And due to that, there was just stated, you and this person went back and forth in a whole bunch of conflict. There was a lot of reactive abuse, and I suggest that you go research and study what reactive abuse is, because reactive abuse is so much more than just getting a reaction out of you. Reaction abuse is based off of your triggers, and sometimes you don't realize what your triggers are. Think about how you black out, and when you do come back to, you say, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's just something about them. Yeah, it's something about them knows something about you that you have yet to come to awareness of with yourself. So that's why reactive abuse tends to work so effortlessly with you when regarding this person. And reactive, sometimes a whole person can be your trigger. Hear that? A whole person can be your trigger. So what Mystical River? What if I've had good times with them? Yeah, and those good times were them conditioning you in preparation for reactive abuse to make you feel calm and steady, because in order for them to acknowledge or be able to see the fact that the reactive abuse is working, they have to get you to a calm place that seems safe, that seems like, oh, we're doing better and nothing's wrong and there ain't nowhere but up from here. And when you say it ain't nowhere but up from here, yeah, your temperature rised in a very non-negotiable way. Um, mm, 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 mm. Even if you said to yourself, I am not one to tolerate foolery, honey, understand that In order to not tolerate foolery, you have to be able to identify the foolery. And this person, this trickster who's up, honey, the obsession is you. It's been them a little bit too. They obsessed with seeing your ass triggered. They obsessed with, like they said, they do anything for clout. They do anything to see you go back and forth, to see you uneasy. And you being uneasy still shows them that you care, still shows them that they matter to you. Now, your clout, on the other hand, is that you have this, you need to feel righteous about what you have experienced with this person. And Spirit said, cut that damn cord. Leave them the fuck alone. They are not your friend. Well, shit. Okay. So yeah, you gotta let go of the temptation. All right. If you are indeed wanting to have a better relationship with yourself or better relationships going forward, you should want to see yourself in a light where if ever you were to encounter this person again, whomever this trickster energy is, and it obviously is you as well, whomever this person is on the opposing side of you, when really you kind of on their side. But anyway, let's straighten this out. You should want to see yourself not be phased, not be triggered, not have an issue. Don't fake it until you make it, honey. Remove yourself. Build yourself. Break yourself down, fool. Break yourself down. And so you can get to the place of seeing what parts of your past you need to let the fuck go of, okay? Take the vase that is you, shatter that shit on the ground, and sit with yourself in Indian style. Is that racist? I hope it's not. But you know how in school they said sit Indian style with your legs crossed, and glue yourself back together and have those conversations of why this is a necessity. And if you see that shit fall off again, you might need to just really sit with that piece of you and just really look at that one piece of you before moving on to gluing other parts of you in connection to that one piece of you. Because it's just like one apple could spoil the bunch, right? So one part of you, one aspect of you can spoil the rest of you. It can ruin the rest of you. All right. Yeah, so we about to move the fuck on from this, because y'all ass is insane in the midbrain. Insane in the brain. Who that? Trying to get up and fuck with your crew. I don't know. I don't know. We just and no James Brown big payback, no revenge. Just let this shit go. Like literally, just Spirit said. But if you want to fuck around and find out some more, I don't know how much time you've been spending on listening to tarot readings, trying to make sense of the shit, and dabbling into what the hell is going on with them. But Spirit said you really need to reflect on you. And this card, I forgot to put this card up, but honestly, I didn't forget. It's out for a reason. It says you are becoming more mature in handling yourself. Taking responsibility is exciting but challenging. It is time to be dependable on yourself. So stop looking for other people to validate what it is that you're sharing in regards to your experience, in regards to them saying, oh yeah, I see what you mean, or oh yeah, I understand now, or you know what, you right. That don't mean they're gonna stop messing with that person. That don't mean that you're getting, honey, all you doing is creating an enemy amongst your own supposed friends, family, okay? Because the way that they're gonna go back and talk about you, just in repeating what you said, they may not even be talking about you, like evaluating you, but just in repeating what you said, the energy is strong and it's thick. All right, Kipper-ish. What are we dishing out? Okay, ascending. We are dishing out a message of you needing to ascend your ass someplace else. Okay, shut up and just pull out the cards. Okay. Touch it. They said we're gonna keep this one short and simple. Okay. All right. Move this shit out the way. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Okay. And then we gonna come down here. Hello. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And since we had the measuring contest over here, can we pull these down a little bit, Spirit, and get a third leg? Third legs. What we want? We want over here. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. And then nope, that's not the one we wanted. We wanted this one right here. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yep. Honey, manipulation. Confirmation. Okay, confirmation. So there's Earth Angel. Earth Angel. Honey. Why are you playing and dibble-dabbling in this foolery, playing these manipulative ass games? Let this shit go. You are all up in your head about what? Going back and forth. Once again, it says, ooh. Why would you question yourself, your hard work, or your decisions about this fucking seed that this person energy has planted? You feel the irritation. You've been embodying the irritation, the mismanagement, the crazy. You're looking at yourself like, oh my goodness, I don't normally act like this, because a seed has been planted in you. And this is your chance. This is your opportunity to separate the toxic shit that you've experienced in your life and who you genuinely are at the core of your earth, at the core of your being. All right? So the pathway is the fact that you need to boss the fuck up. Okay, you being all up in your head, this is your chance for you to boss the fuck up. You see exactly what the fuck it is, but for whatever reason, you are not acting upon it by separating yourself from this shit, meaning physically, meaning mentally, and then doing the itemized list of, oh, this is how other people treat me when I am in this certain way. When I am too giving, this is how they treat me. They treat you like you a goddamn fool. When I am too loving and I have not given them a reason to even show that they have earned my love, my affection, my anything. You've been giving shit away too fucking freely, okay? You are giving, this is a pathway. Thoughts, boss, chakra, and false narratives. And also notice pathway narratives. Pathway narratives. Yeah, sit on that for a moment. But the false narrative is your pathway narrative. You've been venturing out, and all these spirits just got this one path. Follow the light, Clarion. How the fuck you say that little girl named Clarion? Follow the light. Go into the light. This is a good light. All of your lights. This is a good light. Out of all your lights, this is a good light. Yes, the grass is green, but what happens when you start treading your own pathways in other directions? You're going to kill the grass that's around it, and it's eventually going to start spreading. The grass is going to send messages. Oh, we did. It's going to keep on passing messages. Spirit says, stay on this path that they have you on, and quit trying to dictate and direct the attention off into somebody else to understand what you have yet to understand for your fucking self. Child. Okay. Yep. So say hello to your ascension. Say hello. Greetings. Grand rising. Say hello to the motherfucker. Okay. Say hello to yourself. Hey self, I didn't know that we was like that. Hey self, yeah, we acted a fool. I pity the fool. I pity myself. Yeah, I got to because I did that. Have those conversations with yourself. Just like I was expressing earlier in this read about my friend that, from high school. Me and her still keep in contact. She got her life, I got my life. So every couple of years, check in. But anyway, yeah. But matter of fact, it's about time. But yeah, but just like I was talking about her, walk behind me, baby. You forgot. Put back in your earrings. Why are you tying up you need to look at yourself like that. Why did you do that? Why was that fight necessary? Why is it necessary for you to speak out and you haven't even made sense of the story yourself? Shut the fuck up and make sense of the story yourself. And believe me, it's not going to make sense overnight. It's not. You're going to have plenty of aha moments down this path. You're going to trip a couple times like, oh shit, I didn't even realize that I was saying that the whole time. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that that's what was going on. Oh shit, I didn't realize that I said, you know, I'll do anything for you. I didn't realize that I said, yes, I love you unconditionally, and realizing that when you tell somebody that you love them unconditionally, you giving them permission to do whatever the fuck they want. And them feeling free to expect for you to love them regardless of what the fuck they do. Yeah, so yeah, that hit somebody hard. Go right. Telling someone that you love them unconditionally, even telling yourself that you love someone unconditionally means they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and you supposed to still love them. Yep, you supposed to still love them. You supposed to continue to disrespect yourself. You are supposed to give them free range chicken access. You supposed to give them access to everything they want. Because if you love them, you'll do it for them. And ain't that how they do? You love me unconditionally. So if you love me unconditionally, if you love me, you'll let me do this. If you love me, you'll let me have this. That's part of unconditional. There's no conditions. So therefore, you have definitely disrespected yourself. You have definitely allowed somebody to disrespect you. And then you look like the maniac by constantly yelling, screaming, crying. Why do you keep on doing this to me? Because you told them that you love them unconditionally. So you're supposed to love them after the hurt and the pain. You're supposed to love them even after your lessons of yourself. Yeah, you ready to change some shit now, ain't you? But moving right along. So your actual money. So we got real love, distant future, entity attachment, destruction. Honey, you gonna have a Wizard of Oz type of thing happening now. Now that we got over that hurdle of what your issue was. Real love, not unconditional love, okay? Real love has conditions because you have to love yourself first. You have to learn how to not dishonor yourself. You have to learn what it looks like when others come along to dishonor you and show you like, oh, you ain't what the fuck you thought you was. Let me show you. Let me show you how what you just told me about yourself ain't true. Spirit said that's the message. That's the message. What are we coming over here for? Put this shit, motherfucker, put this shit on the lock and key. Lock and key. And stop telling everybody what the fuck you learned about yourself. Show it. Be about it. Show it and be about it. Okay, why are we coming right here? Relaxation, peace, tranquility, ease is what you will gain from put yourself in order, getting yourself in alignment. All right, and then creation. I have the power to direct my life, with a constructive attitude. I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer world by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. Yeah, you better learn about God's integrity too, okay? God's integrity, God's discernment, God's dignity, okay? Ain't no measuring contest around here. Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Yeah, that's why if you made it this far in this message, knock yourself upside the head. Don't like thin line between love and hate. Beat yourself with some oranges. But yeah, get your mind right. Get your mind right, okay? And watch how you do shit for clout. Don't do shit for clout. Don't do shit for clout. Remember, clout is like an adjacent word. Is adjacent the right word? Adjacent, like, you know, Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers and all that. Is adjacent word to clouds. Okay? Clouds is not real. Clouds, on the other hand, you know, evaporation. You got the recycling factors of water, solid, gas, liquid, and all that other shit. So figure out how that resonates for you. Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. But first, honey, you need to reevaluate your beliefs before standing up for any beliefs that you think that you have. And listen to this message again. Yeah. Oh, drama alert. Drama alert. So you got 1717. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. Uh, yeah, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in actions is just a natural part of the process. So, Rebels, I love you. I adore you. But you need to go ahead and, yeah, this was definitely a drama alert message. Go make your life do what it needs to do for you, baby. And do better. Fuck that unconditional shit. Love yourself unconditionally and forgive yourself. All right? All right. Go, Rebels.